The art of video games genuinely has to be one of the greatest inventions ever. The fact that you can just immerse yourself in another world with a gripping, dope ass story, or even just grinding a multiplayer game and getting progressively cracked at it. Gaming has really produced some of my best memories and experiences throughout my young life, but there's just one problem with it. Nowadays, it just doesn't really hit anymore. Gaming for me has always been a great release. I played a lot of COD growing up. It's kind of why I fell back into these COD videos, but I also played a lot of great story games, and those were more of a release for me. I mean, I'm guilty of getting rage baited in COD all the time, especially like when you know you're good and some BS keeps happening in the game and just like ruins your time. It's not exactly a stress reliever, but it's definitely still fun to play like COD from now and then. But even story games, they're not really hitting the same. For me, it's always been a great way to decompress and get lost in an expansive world. But now that I'm older, there's always kind of a level of guilt that comes with playing video games now. I'm not totally sure why, but I think a part of it is now that I'm older and I have responsibilities, it's harder for me to fully immerse myself in a game when in the back of my head I just have things that, I could be doing this that's productive. I could be doing this that's more worth your time. It's a little harder for me to just sit down and have a good time with games. Over the last 5 years, I haven't really played video games that much just because while I was in college, I wanted to focus more on making friends, being social, going out and doing things. I didn't want the temptation to be stuck in my room or house just grinding a game, despite how fun it was for me. But like I was saying, after graduating, it's just not really the same. I mean, for the first 4 or 5 months or so, I was really enjoying, after being in school for so long, I was really enjoying my day being over at 5. Like I don't have homework, I don't have anything to study for. I show up to work and I do my job, come home, chill. Do nothing but sit on my ass, play games, and chill. Just the thing with that now is I'm at a crossroads in my life where I can do that for the rest of my life and just chill and not really go anywhere, or I can start young and consciously try to build the best life for myself that I can, and that comes with a whole lot of other thoughts and feelings that come with that. So now whenever I'm playing a game, there's a little voice in my head, you could be doing this, you could be doing that, and it's good that I have that because it keeps me on my toes, but at the same time it's making it harder for me to find downtime, to find time to relax. I mean, I've moved away from scrolling and using up all my time on reels and social media, which I definitely think is a good thing. It's a lot easier to get sucked into that and waste time than it is like a video game, because you actively have to put effort into that rather than just mindlessly scrolling on your phone. But especially since I've got that out of my habits, I've had a really hard time finding ways to decompress and truly just relax. And the thing with video games that is similar to scrolling is time genuinely goes by super fast. And they say time flies when you're having fun. I hate that bullshit saying, but I mostly hate it because of how true it is. When I'm playing a game and I see how many hours have gone by and how little it felt like I did, it genuinely fills me with dread, and I'm not really sure what to do about that. I don't really have a solution for that. I just think it's good for me to come on here and talk about it. Maybe I can get some feedback on some things that other people are doing, but it's kind of a struggle I've been grappling with recently. But genuinely, I feel like a bozo about this. I mean, I probably have to change my approach. Like, I can't believe I'm even thinking like this, but maybe I have to plan out time for gaming and set it aside so that I can just have those few hours of free time just to like dick around and do whatever. One thing I'm worried about is having to schedule gaming time might suck the fun out of it. Honestly, other things are already sucking the fun out of it, but I'm just worried that that's going to also, putting fun things on a schedule can be good, but it can also make you feel constrained because you only have a limited amount of time. It's definitely it's so weird for me to be talking about this and like stressing about not being able to chill anymore because that's who I was before. I was just the guy that chilled, especially after high school when you don't have like sports you gotta just show up to and do whatever. Now it's all on me, and it's good, it's teaching me a lot, but it's opening up a whole nother web of issues that I gotta figure out how to solve. I mean, dude, like the other day, so one of probably my favorite story game ever is Red Dead 2. I mean, I fucking love that game. And I remember when it came out, I was a sophomore in high school. And so I live in California, and during that time, there were really bad fires in the north, and it was blowing smoke all across California. I remember I woke up one day, the sky was orange, bro. It was like a zombies game. Like round one just started, and I had to get my starting pistol and go fuck around outside. It was super bizarre. But school got canceled, and this was the day after Red Dead came out, and I already got it. I sat on my ass for 6 days. So for those of you who don't know, the Red Dead campaign is 60 hours. I finished that bitch in 6 days. I did nothing but play like 10 hours of Red Dead for 6 days straight because the game was that good. So, me feeling this way about gaming, I'm like, let me download an old game that I love. It's been so long since I played it. It's going to feel new. It's going to be exciting. So, I re-download Red Dead 2. I restart the story. I'm starting to play. And for some reason, I just can't get into it. And it scared the shit out of me. Because I'm like, what's wrong with me? This is one of my favorite games of all time. And it feels like a chore to play this. And I don't know if it's I refuse to believe this is a symptom of me getting older. I know there are plenty of people out there who are much older than me who still can sit down and enjoy playing video games, but genuinely it freaked me out. And I was just like, who is this guy? Like, what is going on? And way before I re-downloaded Red Dead 2, I was playing a bit of Minecraft, which was fun. It was really fun, but the thing with Minecraft is you get so overwhelmed with all the things you have to do that it almost makes you not want to play sometimes because time on Minecraft goes by especially fast. Me talking about how seeing the clock goes by while I'm playing video games fills me with dread, that especially applies for Minecraft. You can go on one cave exploring trip and an hour and a half goes by and you're like, I didn't even do shit. I just sat here mining and gaming time is already over. So it's just weird, man. I don't know. I genuinely think a good idea for me, and I guess for anyone else feeling this way, is just at the very least do a bunch of productive stuff before you play any video games, just so that you feel like you already used your time wisely that day, so now you have time to just dick around and play video games. I think that's my best approach. Looking back, there are times I played video games after being super productive in a day, and it definitely did work in making me feel more relaxed and able to get into it. It's just, I don't know, there's that voice in my head that keeps saying you could be doing more, it's like this greedy bastard in my head is never satisfied with anything I do. So anyways, I don't really know what else to say about this. I just wanted to come on here and kind of share my experience with gaming, post grad, and I also just want to see if anyone else is feeling the same way. If anyone else has some insight on getting over this hump if they were in that situation. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Just wanted to hop on here, yap just a little bit about my experience, see if I can learn anything from you guys. But yeah, I might make some more videos talking about solutions I found going along the way. But anyways, thank you guys for making it to the end. It means a lot. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe. Also subscribe if you enjoyed. That also means a lot to me. I'm a small channel just trying to grow. I'm not on here to get like 10 million subs. I just want to build a nice community that's willing to hear what I had to say, and also gives me a lot of insight. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you as always, and stay frosty.